What's going on, guys? It's Boxing Lowdown and I'm back here with another video. Now, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like and I'll happily get back to you. Now, Devin Haney, whose name has been floating about in the media for quite a few days now, actually, probably up to a few weeks, actually. And some good news for him this time. He has now been officially reinstated as the WBC lightweight champion after he was originally made champion in recess. Now, going back to last year, the reason why he was made champion... Actually, you know what? Let's go back a bit further because Devin Haney, he won the WBC lightweight title, not actually in the ring. And he was then made WBC champion in recess after having a mandatory challenger, Javier Fortuné. He was due to fight him, but a shoulder injury, I think it was, hampered that chance of him making his mandatory defence before the end of the year. So in turn, the WBC then went out and said that, you know, in the meantime, while you recover from your shoulder injury, we'll make you WBC champion in recess. And that would mean that Luke Campbell, who was next in the line, will fight for the vacant title with Javier Fortuné. Now, Lomachenko is the WBC franchise champion, which left the WBC belt for Devin Haney to collect, albeit not in the ring. You know, he didn't actually win it in the ring. So I hope you're keeping up with me here. But now he's been officially reinstated as the champion after, you know, a successful appeal went through. He didn't want to see Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuné fight for the belt. Now, obviously, to do with this whole coronavirus pandemic, it's given him a chance to heal. There hasn't been any fight since. So in that time, Devin Haney is saying, look, there's no boxing fights going on at the moment. I've fully recovered. Why should Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuné fight for the vacant belt when I'm able to defend it? You know, I'm fully recovered and I'll make this mandatory defence. So really, I know it's hard to try and keep up with it all, but it looks like that Devin Haney has been, you know, benefited a little bit from this whole pandemic with regards to his WBC title. Now, there's a lot of confusion with the WBC and this whole franchise champion thing. I'm going to be honest, I really just don't know what it means. I mean, I thought it was like, I think it still is. It's like a super championship, like, you know what the WBA do, where they have a super champion and then they have a regular champion. Like, I don't know if that's what the WBC are going with here, but I believe the franchise championship belt is you don't have any mandatories to make. But this is where it all gets confusing to me. When you look at becoming undisputed champion. Now, if Lomachenko was to defeat Teofimo Lopez for the IBF title, then does he become undisputed champion or not? Because Devin Haney will say, look, I'm the WBC champion, you still need to win that. But then Lomachenko will say, I'm already the WBC champion, like I'm the franchise champion. So you get what I'm saying here, it's kind of all in the air. I'm thinking it's similar to do with like the WBA regular title and super title, but I really just don't know, man. I mean, the WBC tend to make rules as they go along. So yeah, it is what it is, man. But Lomachenko's not the only franchise champion going. Canelo is also the WBC franchise champion. And there were rumours that Deontay Wilder was going to be the next franchise champion for the WBC. But thankfully, that's not the case. I mean, I'm not a fan of this whole franchise champion thing at all, or super champion or regular champion. There's too many belts in boxing nowadays, in my opinion. And for me, if it was up to me, if I made the rules, I'd have one belt per division, man. That's how it used to be. That's how it should be. And, you know, one recognised champion per division. But listen, they do have their own benefits with regards to having multiple world titles. Some fighters that may not have had a profile suddenly will get a profile if they manage to pick up like one sanctioning body title. We've seen examples of it in the past, like fighters just come out of nowhere. Like look at Charles Martin, for example. Like nobody would have known him until he won the IBF title, and then he lost it to Anthony Joshua. But yeah, I mean, it does, when you look at it from a fighter's perspective, it does like allow them to earn more money than they would have done without having a belt. So I understand why like they might like the idea of having more titles, but for me as just a boxing fan, I'd always prefer the option of having like just one recognised champion per division, because it gets confusing. I mean, when you try and explain it to your casual mates at home who are watching the fight, you could say, oh, this guy's the champion, and they'll be like, oh no, I thought this guy was the champion, and then all of a sudden it's just all up in the air. So Yeah, just my thoughts on it all. Devin Haney now reinstated as the WBC lightweight champion. Is he really a champion for you in your opinion? Does he have to defeat Lomachenko to really hold recognition as the WBC lightweight champion, or should we give him credit as the the champion itself? I mean, he does hold the regular title, so who knows, man. But yeah, some good news for Devin Haney anyway after a rough week for him. He's received a lot of backlash over his previous comments that he made with regards to losing to a quote-unquote white boy. So yeah, I mean, some better news for him coming through this week. And he did say that he had conversations with the WBC president, Mauricio Sulaiman, straight after that. And he has let out quite a few apologies since then. So yeah, a better week for him. And maybe now he can move forward and continue to call out these names, because the lightweight division is hot right now, man. That division is fast becoming the most exciting in boxing today. Maybe it's the most exciting already. But with him now holding the title, it might convince some others to go and fight him now. In his opinion, he doesn't feel like he's getting the fights he deserves. So let's see what happens in the future, man. Hopefully when this whole pandemic is over, we'll be able to see some more, like some of these fighters come together. But anyway, I'm rambling on now, so I'm going to leave it there. But drop your thoughts in the comment section below anyway. Let me know what you think about the WBC reinstating Devin Haney as the WBC lightweight champion. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video tomorrow. What's happening, guys? It's Boxing Lowdown here. Click the link in my bio and check out some of our brand new t-shirts which have just been restocked. We have white, yellow, red and black, all going for the low price of £15. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I'll make sure to catch you on the next video.